Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps and the 2022 Secret Soap series. Can you believe it's already time for another Secret Soap series? Now for those of you who are new, who may have subscribed this year or after the soap series last year, let me explain how this works. In this series, there are going to be 7 soaps. Last year there were 6, this year there are 7. I'm not going to tell you any of the colors that I'm using, I'm not going to tell you any of the fragrances I'm using, and I'm not going to tell you the theme behind the collection, and you guys, the royal court, get to guess as we go along. At the end of each video, there will be an illustration with a hint, and then at the end of the month, after all the soaps have been made and all of you guys have made all of your guesses, we will unveil the entire collection theme. I will tell you each of the fragrances I use. I'll tell you all about my inspiration behind the individual bars. It is a really, really fun video. There will also be TikToks for all of the videos this month. Now TikToks are a lot shorter, as most of you guys know, and I do have like special topics planned for each one of these soaps. Since I can't tell you anything about the soap I'm making, I have to talk about something. So we pre-picked things for me to talk about, including my new kitten, Huckle, some of the things that I've been doing with my siblings, like creating imaginary worlds. It's gonna be a really fun month. We're super, super excited. And so, without further ado, let us make Secret Soap number 1. The first thing that I am doing for this soap is adding my liquid titanium dioxide, which was just powdered titanium dioxide that I dispersed in hot water, to my lye water solution, so that we can kind of give everybody a little bit of a pastel look. But you guys know I'm not going to tell you any of the colors. I'm just letting you know that's why we're adding that TD. That's the only color you get to know about. The end. That's the first and only. Just gonna pour this right into my oils. The recipe that I'm using today is down in the description box below. Per usual, just because it's the Secret Soap series doesn't mean I'm using any sneaky ingredients. It's the same recipe, y'all. I'll blend this up real quick. Now I am going to pour off a couple of accent colors. All right, so here is color number 1. We're gonna go ahead and add that into our large container. Here is color number 2. Gonna add that to one of the accents. In goes our third color and our final color. Now to add our fragrance oil that we will be revealing at the end of the series. And don't worry, we'll give you plenty of time to read about all of the different fragrances. We'll probably even make an Instagram post to just highlight all of them so that you know well ahead of the collection drop time. So here is our color palette, and the first thing I'm gonna do is pour my accent colors into my base here. I am gonna make sure that I get all of the batter into my base container. Now for the other side, just pour that right in there. And then the final color, I'm just gonna pour like this and make sure I get all that in. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Now I'm going to do this. And now a quick word from today's sponsor, Native. Now listen, I have been using Native deodorant for over a year, and they recently have switched all of their deodorants to plastic-free packaging. A round of applause for Native. If I could only pick one fragrance to recommend, it would definitely be the Cucumber and Mint. There are limited edition fragrances being released all the time, and available until the end of summer. You can get their limited edition cocktail-inspired fragrances. Think tropical, pina colada, rosé. Oh, and by the way, same formula, just more sustainable packaging. You save 37 grams of single-use plastic with every plastic-free deodorant purchased. aluminum-free, paraben-free, vegan, and cruelty-free. So 3 plastic-free deodorants would normally be $39, but if you use my link and the code ROYALTYSOAPS, you will get them for $26, which is over 33% off. With my code, you will also get 20% off any body wash or toothpaste. Thank you so much, Native, for sponsoring today's video. You guys, be sure to check out that link down below. Like, I super mean it. And yeah, let's get back on into our soap making. And now we will pour into our mold. Now for the pour, I'm gonna pour just like this, very slowly. We're gonna try to make as many passes as we can. I'm gonna come over to the other side and do the same because I wanna make sure that all the colors get into the soap. Very slow. Whoopsie. Just gonna ignore that real quick. Time to scrapey my container. Add the last little bit into the place that needs it most, which just happens to be this corner over here. Okay, so everything has been poured. It's still really runny, but I think it'll be set up in time to do the frosting. So I'll start the frosting now. Hopefully everything is firm by piping time. Okay, so we have this tip. You can see what it looks like and our soap frosting. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the top here. We have a couple of embeds to put on. We have some glitter to put on. It's gonna be a good time. Now, I talked in another video about a character I made up for my sisters, and I just know that you guys are gonna ask me more about it, so I'll tell you the story. I wanted to do something really special for both of my sisters' birthdays. They have birthdays like a month apart. One of them was turning 11. One of my sisters, but like, did she turn 13 or did she turn 14? Hey Siri, call home. I have a silly question. How old are Emmy and Penny? Oh, that's what I thought. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, bye. Okay, just called my brother to make sure that I wasn't crazy, but yes, Amelia turned 14 and Penny turned 12. So I thought, let's do something really fun. Both girls are very interested in magical worlds and places, as you guys probably already knew from watching the Zelda soap. So I made up a fake place called Potter Meadow, and I play a character in it named Miss Cordelia, and she has a tea shop and dress shop. My cat Basil, we named Mr. Basil Thorny Toes. My daughter Lillian is Lilybet Snowdrop, and she is a magical fairy. And basically what I did was I bought some dresses that I wanted to give them, and I hung them up on racks in my living room. And then I put together a tea party. And then I had them say at my front gate magic words so that they could enter Potter Meadow, and we had to pretend and stay in character the whole party. I had my mom act as like their between the worlds traveling guide and companion because she's the only one that can drive. And then I invited them with like a short story. So I wrote a little short story, put it in a letter. I dipped my cat's paw in like washable ink so that he signed it and I signed it and Lily signed it. And we just had the absolute best time. I wore a wig and like glasses and a shopkeeper's outfit, and they dressed up as princesses. Basically, it was so much fun that I told my mom I should just continue to make this a thing. So Miss Cordelia, the person that I am playing, which yes, it's a nod of Anne of Green Gables, for those of y'all wondering. She takes care of the requests of Lady Helen Tumblebuttons. So Lady Helen Tumblebutton is the lady that runs that realm. She is the overseer, she owns all the land, and she is the one that watches the progress of my sisters. So in the letter, it would be like, Lady Helen is very, very pleased with your school progress. In other words, Lady Helen is the benefactress, so they will never see her. They will only hear Miss Cordelia talk about her. And since then, I have sent a couple more letters from Miss Cordelia at her tea shop in Potter Meadow, just sort of updating them on things, especially once we got Hucklecat. I had to write him into the story somehow. So Mr. Basil Thorny Toes adopted him as his apprentice. Here are my embeds that I am adding. We're gonna add 2 per bar. It is my long-term goal to keep this a recurring thing. So I would love to do this with all my sisters once a quarter. For the next event, I'm actually going to make some homemade cat treats with them since we all have kittens right now. And I will give them string and pretty markers that they can tie to the cat houses. So we're gonna do a cat themed one. And then in the fall, I would like to do one with fairy homes, like to help them make a fairy village to go in their garden at home to enjoy the autumn. Maybe we'll make them out of pumpkins, but we're going to keep this up, and I have had such a blast doing it. So there you go. That's the whole spiel about the imaginary world that we kind of created. Okay, so here is our biodegradable, eco-friendly glitter mix we're putting on top from the Good Glitter. You can use my code if you want some money off. Just gonna sprinkle this all across the top. Okay, so this is what the top of our little soapy soap today looks like. We're gonna let it sit for 18 to 24 hours, and then we will come back and we will cut all of these loaves into bars. We'll take a peek at the inside. You guys can let me know your guesses down in the comments below. It'll be fun. So yeah, we'll be back after this quick commercial break. And we are back the next day. So this is what our soap looks like on the inside. I'll turn it a little bit so you can get a good look there. I'm gonna turn it on the side so I don't knock any of those embeds off. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. It's very soft. Pull one from the middle, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I guess a little hint would be I haven't used this fragrance in a while, but I have used it before, and it does smell really, really good. You can probably tell that my batter was really runny whenever I poured this, so in the future I will definitely let it sit up a little while longer. But here we go, the very first in the 2022 Secret Soap series. Feel free to leave your guesses down below. I cannot wait to see all of the guesses that you guys leave in the comment section. I wonder how many of y'all can figure out what colors are in this just based on watching my other videos, or even the name of the glitter on top. Spoiler alert, almost all the glitter that we're using this month, of course, is from the Good Glitter. You guys know I love them. I'm affiliated with them. Use the code ROYALTY for 15% off your first purchase, that whole thing. I just can't wait to get on into the rest of the series. I hope you guys enjoy the illustration here at the end of this video. Thank you so much to Native for sponsoring today's video. Again, kind of like a freaky, crazy, amazing dream collaboration. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Be sure you do something fun for yourself today, like going out and just relaxing. It feels like school is about to start for people, and it's like you have to catch your breath at the end of the summer. You guys know I don't really care what you do, just be sure you do something for yourself. Also, let me just say, because I know people are gonna make hints and stuff based on this, I have to say it every single year. Any of the shirts that I'm wearing, any of the backgrounds, my nails, all of that would be purely coincidental. I'm not gonna leave you any hints in the backgrounds, my clothing, anything like that. It just happens to be what I have on this day, so. I have to say it every year, but there you go. It's all coincidence. So if you see people being like, ooh, what is that color in the back? Is that a blah, blah, blah? Just let them know, like, hey, she said that she's not leaving hints back there, just so you know it's a coincidence. Anyway, you guys have an absolutely amazing, royal, fantabulous day, and I will see you all in the next video. So until then, bye for now. Meow.